This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. Here we go. 120.
Get your swerve on.
Sunday.
Check 43.
Man 5-7.
He's cracked.
X3.
He's checked.
218. Chopper. Come on now. Wait,
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Baby.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the slant.
Great.
Wide. Get wide.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
You don't want no problem.
They'll wind up
You don't want no
losing
problem from
3.
me.
And now it's third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spelling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting the tone early for his defense.
What's your son?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Jones in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter in. They'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Pulled in at the 24. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Baby,
a good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 46 now, 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense.
11.
Defense, let's go. Undercross.
Lockdown,
baby. They got the key to this one.
Grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
You got him.
There and he nicely
You
bit
got
off
him.
a pretty decent
You got
gain.
him.
2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Let's go.
180.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Not here.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's coming. We got double up.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go, boys.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On 1st down, Scott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Baby!
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now again, right side, Swift. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 23.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice
Brad,
hit,
I know
boy.
we're early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He goes, set. 280.
Cut. Watch the twist.
Hey.
Motion.
Pretty hot.
3rd and 2 for Stafford. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this game. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and
Let's go,
taken.
let's go!
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go, go.
The Eagles
180!
offense set to begin their next
Let's get it
drive.
together.
And the
Kill.
last drive, their first drive.
We're done.
Changes here, if anything.
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have,
Yeah,
that they
baby.
touch it on this
Yeah.
possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the
Done.
horses.
Without a
180!
doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
I'm
They'll
coming.
break the
I'm
huddle, come
coming.
up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Dance into his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs
Watch
in
the
the
screen.
game.
Pass.
Looking for the gun. Wentz. Yeah, he's his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be stopped here a few
Here comes
yards
the
short of
ball.
the first as
I
the
see,
tackle
boy.
is made
I
at the
see.
33. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Here we go,
And
here we
how
go.
about the
We're
call here? They
20!
need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. He's at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes
Come on,
it
baby.
to the
Let's go.
25.
Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
4th down
Here we go.
conversion
Back,
plays. You
180.
usually think 1, 2, 3
Check,
yards,
47.
maybe 10. Not
You
there.
can't block
What a
me.
huge
You can't
pickup
block me.
as the
You
Sticks
can't
make
block
a
me.
drastic shift forward.
We got this.
Go, go. 280!
51. They can't hang with us.
Done.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track
Yeah,
in this
baby.
first
Boom.
half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Done.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising
Sunday.
drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Wait, done.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. That catch good for 5.
Yo,
It's
Trip
3rd
is
down.
here, baby.
One thing
Yo,
you're
Trip
hoping
is
for when you
here.
run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, here
A
we go.
dime look
280!
defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
You think you gonna get this? You think you
The
gonna get
defense
this?
wins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Pick, baby. All
No
day,
doubt,
every
a
day.
very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points
Ready.
on the board.
280.
Don't get too
Check
greedy.
53.
He forced it
Hey,
there.
we gotta get
You
to the
saw
ball,
end
D. We
result.
gotta get to the ball. Let's get
Stafford and
murdered.
the Lions now.
Go, Trav.
5-yard line. A running play on 1st down will get 4
Oh,
up to
boy,
the
I know you felt that
29.
one.
Call it
I
a gain
know
of
you
4
felt
on
that one.
1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Mike.
Set. Got a 20!
6,
Mike,
just
Mike.
inside the 30.
Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
11! Flippity hat.
Out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane.
I'm
He
gonna
barely
hit you
had time
all
to look up
day,
before he
baby.
was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Set. 280.
53 is the mic. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
21. 20 hat.
Now it's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. With it is Jackson. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've broken up yet. For their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right?
120.
Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
On second down now. Sanders at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
5'9".
51's Mike.
Here, shift.
Throwing on first and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Let's go.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
Here we go.
Reminders we got all year. We'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchup.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
He wasn't ready.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him. To throw his wins. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Certainly good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
We play to win. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off the next drive. And they're coming off the 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone to.
Easy.
Shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
How do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
Something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
You see me
and
out
a big
here?
turnover
That's right.
there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
40.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Right now, the INT, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 20.
Hey, Mike 40.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Squeeze. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Check, Mike.
Throwing now is Wentz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Here we go. Here we go.
A nice
Here we
pickup
go.
of 23
Here
on
we
the
go. Here we
third
go.
down conversion.
Get ready.
Back-to-back good plays
Get ready.
have him on the move
Mike,
on first down. Now Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Here we go.
Yeah, well, they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Wentz now
Let's go,
nearly
baby.
perfect.
Hey,
9 of
Delta.
10 in this first half.
Check, he's
It's
coming,
first
he's
and
coming.
10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Wentz to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, kill.
Mike 51. Mike 50.
Shit.
Back in the air on second down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off
46
much
down,
more
man,
yardage
5-4.
after the catch, but still an effective
Mike,
gain
right
there.
nonetheless.
It's a touch.
Wentz going to throw.
Hey, let's go. Come crouch.
Good one.
Focus,
Able to
defense,
haul it
focus.
in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Let's go,
12
boys,
yards
bring it
is the
up.
pickup. Good for an Eagle first
Touch.
down.
120.
Wentz going to lead his
go,
guys
D.
up
Let's
first
go.
and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Wentz to throw. Hurts over the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good pickup there.
Here we go.
8 yards on the first down completion.
Kill.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8
51,
yards.
Mike. Mike's 51.
Hey, here we go.
Shit.
Motion. Hey, check motion.
Wait, touch.
Wow, Wentz
Get in motion, man.
man open. It's Goodwin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
All day,
The
baby,
Eagle
all day.
passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Here we go. Blue 80.
47. Watch the backer.
What's this, son?
Check Mike 47. They gonna need some therapy after that.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Back.
2nd and goal
180.
from the 1.
Watch a slant.
What's this, son?
They're trying to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ready.
The Detroit
180.
offense ready to
Check,
begin their
45
drive.
to Mike.
Likely time for just
Check,
one
check,
final
check,
play.
check.
And it'll be off the locker room to talk
Check
about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go,
no.
maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Mike, 53.
They're close, close game.
Here we go, D. Get on.
Probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. Overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
50.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Tailback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble. Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
come to my
give it to your back.
Crash.
I got you, boy. He gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Come on, fellas.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
Man,
And
I
we've
got
seen
you, I
the
got you, I got
confidence
you, I got you.
rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance. Believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Set. Get a lady.
So from the 39,
Get a lady.
come up on a first
Oh,
and
yeah,
10.
I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that.
Set. 180.
Keep moving
Check
laterally.
545. They're not
Creases
ready
tend
for
to
this,
develop
man.
as the game
They're not
moves
ready
on,
for
and
this.
they
They
can
still
run it back
playing
inside.
soccer.
Look at him.
Y'all playing
Second
wrong
down.
football.
It's Scott. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
That's it, baby.
Typically, we think
That's
it's the
it.
strong
That's
safeties
it.
that are
Big
bigger
hit.
tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the
Set.
free
Blue
safety
60.
coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
Throwing on third down. Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here.
Under 10. Under 10.
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a little more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire.
Let's go, baby.
But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Hey, D-line.
Hey, kill. Hey,
We
fourth
got the
kill.
lead.
the mic.
Defense, don't give us any credit. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before
Come on,
getting this
baby.
inside
Let's
the
go.
30. A very nice pickup of
Here we
33
go.
yards.
120.
So now then, the big play
on,
has
baby.
him all the way
Let's see what
inside
you
the
got.
30 now, first and
Alert
10.
3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Tyson. Two jet.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 44. Here we go.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to
Here we go.
the huge pickup and ended up getting
Hey,
sacked.
74.
That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get more.
Unfortunately, no line field. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
44 is the mic. 44.
Long, it's Wentz. incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got...
Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 53!
I got you. Joker.
What happened?
Watch that scream.
Stafford here.
Safety screaming.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Set,
Sacked by
280.
Brandon Graham.
Real
He's
right,
been doing
real
that
right,
since he
22.
entered the league in 2010.
53's the Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Check 53.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mike, 53. 50.
Throwing on second.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And
Set,
he's able to get
280.
here to the 26.
Hey, 22.
This
6'6",
offense
pull
in
it high.
desperate need of a conversion as they
53
come
Mike.
up on 3rd down.
Let's go, Z.
Stafford completes it to Samuel. His first catch in this
Get
NFC
ready,
Championship
get
game,
ready.
and it's a 1st down.
That's good. 4 on line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter
Check
breaks.
53's Mike. I'm going.
Hey, easy.
Back to you.
1 quarter remains
Keep
until the
playing hard.
NFC crowns its champion. We'll
Let's
return
ready.
with more
280.
after this break.
Mike, number
You're
40
watching
got.
the NFL
40 got.
on EA
Ricky.
Sports.
Ricky. 53's the Mike. 53.
Hey, orbit.
You.
On 1st down at Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to
Easy
give
work.
his man
It's
room
easy
to
work,
run
and it's
under
coming
it, but
again.
it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th
Set,
quarter.
180.
Maybe can expect
53,
more
Mike.
passes like that
59.
downfield. So line of
53's the
scrimmage
Mike.
still the
53's the
39 on
Mike.
2nd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike. Check 53's Mike. Hey.
Sit on.
Going again. Stafford. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is good for a
Good one,
1st down.
boys. Let's
His
go.
2nd grab of this
Let's go.
NFC Championship bout.
Set,
Stafford
180.
now 6
Hey, we
for
got
6
Mike,
since
number
coming back out of
53.
the
Mike,
locker room.
53.
It's 1st and 10.
Pretty hot.
Watch
And
the
that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing
Set,
yardage at
250.
the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss
Hey,
of
we got 3 down, 3 down.
and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll be on the ground. Swift.
Rhino.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and
They
about
don't
6
want
yards
it,
to
fellas.
go.
They don't
Offensive
want
linemen
it.
love creating
Keep
space for their
playing
guys
hard,
carrying the ball.
fellas.
But when that guy also
All
breaks
day.
tackles and creates extra yardage,
Blue
they almost
60.
feel like
53's
he's
the
one
Mike.
of them,
53.
and they
Check
really
53.
embrace him.
Hey,
Right here.
alert.
Mike 53.
Flippity hot.
53. Mike.
3rd down.
I got you.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th
Give me
down.
radar.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, zoom.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Flippity hot.
Get him.
Stafford. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds.
Come on
It
now.
would have been
Let's
a
go.
1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and they have to get stout on defense here.
Early for a turnover. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to.
Here we go.
They didn't allow anything to leak from the outside of the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction.
Here we go.
And leads to second down.
Mike Bobo.
List 5-7.
Twitch.
On second down now. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much. And again, we'll start for the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after time to talk it over. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Here we go.
And on that last drive, Woodward on 4th turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
Sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can go for it here. I don't think we'll give up more. That's exactly what
Factored in.
I do. I think he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
Held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Don't get nervous.
They snap it to Stafford. And the Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
We got him. We got him.
Fletcher Cox. And that may do it for this NFC title game.
Is a turnover on downs.
There we go. Back
The
back.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. And defensively, they do have all three timeouts. Very little reason to use them at this point. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front.
Get
Good
that
blocking,
quarterback, D-line.
nice hole
Get
for him.
that
Ends up
quarterback,
picking up
D-line.
nice yards.
Get that quarterback.
Check three, check three, check three.
In charge of this.
He's got daylight. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got now. They got a setback, and they have a long they want to try and put points on the board.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Let's go. Let's
And
go.
we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. A good pickup
Come on, baby.
there.
Let's go.
21 yards.
280.
Stafford
45,
now
45.
just 6 of
Mike,
16
45.
through the air, but he
Let's
does
get
have
it.
a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, here's
I'm getting tired of seeing these.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
No, it's nothing.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But